And we're back with Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. And we're here at Timeless River.
Yep.
Got some old-time characters rolling around. Let's see, I'm trying to remember what this one's name is. I know that the last name is Cluck.
If I had to guess, Henrietta Cluck, but I could be wrong.
Sounds like that could be it.
Through that window.
Yeah, so they're describing what the scenes are on each of the windows.
Okay.
I presume that they take us to different little shorts from the past. I'm not sure what all of them are specifically, though.
I might know a couple because I'm a massive Disney nerd.
So you can do these windows in any order you want. For whatever reason, people usually start at the rightmost one and move to the left, probably because it's Mickey's house.
That makes sense.
The order that I'm doing right here is not the one I usually do, but we'll see a little later why I decided this order.
Come on.
It's old-time Mickey.
Oh no. Sentient flame.
Oh no, sentient darkness.
Oh, fair enough. I do kind of wish that they didn't have just bog standard Heartless here. Like...
Oh, just wait. These are just the starter enemies. This is probably the hardest of these windows, I'd say. So at the top left, each one of these has a mayhem meter. You gotta deal with things before that fills up.
Right.
And that involves making sure that the fire doesn't reach the building.
Give me strength, Sora.
Alright, so getting Chicken Little out. So you see that car Heartless that just appeared?
Oh, that's a Heartless.
Yeah. So that right there is an infamous enemy in this game. And they're probably the sole reason why this is the hardest one.
Oh.
You can see right there.
It just busts through the defense.
Well, they also have a tendency to become invincible.
Oh.
I am using every trick in the book to kill these things.
Gotcha.
I'm using Chicken Little, I'm blocking, I'm using... Blizzard is a great magic against these guys. So I'm bullying them, but usually on your first time, these guys will wreck you.
Ah.
There's a later variant that is absolutely devastating. Yeah, it didn't show their key attack there, where they
Well, that takes care
at
of
least
that.
not much of it. I stopped it in time. Where they rush forward, then spin around, then rush forward, then spin around, then rush forward, and it's
Gotcha.
really hard to
That
stop.
does sound obnoxious.
You absolute idiot. You've managed to fail at everything. And what's more, you foolishly thought you could take my place while I was away. Well, as of now, you're finished. Mark my words, there'll be no place for you when our time comes.
Is she talking to Bob Iger?
Useless imbecile.
One can only hope.
But I...
Is he the current one?
Bob Iger, I think he's still in place.
Yeah, I know he like came back or something.
Yeah,
like
he
that,
he stepped down suspiciously like a few weeks before the pandemic started.
Oh, yeah.
And Bob Chapek came in, and then he came in after everything was already on fire.
Right. Donald's feet bother me. They're too dark.
Yeah, do what you can in black and white, I guess.
Oh no.
A black hole opened inside Mickey's house. How did that happen? This seems to be pre-Keyblade wielding Mickey. Alright, so what do you do about black holes? You whack them until they stop sucking things up.
Well, I know that if you give a black hole enough to eat, it theoretically can, wait, no. I'm wrong. I'm thinking of the opposite thing. It's black holes evaporate over time through leakage of radiation.
Yeah. Although it's a terrifyingly long
Oh,
period of
absolutely. It's crazy. Like, black holes will outlive every star. I think.
time. I think the universe will bring them all to an end before they can leak out like that.
That's the thing. I finally saw a video that explained how the universe actually expands, and it's kind of insane. Like, it goes off of, heck, what's it called? Those, like, intergalactic tendrils of...
Crying
Ooh.
out loud. You didn't have to go and say that. Okay, I might have messed up every now and then, but I'm a lot more things than useless. Why, when I was starting out... Oh, I miss those good old days. What I wouldn't give to go back in time. What I wouldn't give.
Magic?
Huh?
All right, well, we figured out what is going on with the other door. Because Merlin said that there was another door being used for dark purposes, and we were going to have to lock it.
That just said P on it.
I think that's my...
We also had a fist and a cigar on it. Alright, so for any of you who know your Refined mod history, last time I mentioned that this was recorded before the feature to turn off the costumes. So if that's the case, why aren't there more scenes where Donald and Goofy just aren't in their costumes? Because that was a bug with the feature beforehand.
Well,
And the reason...
The town shrunk.
Oh, yeah.
Or do you think maybe we got bigger?
Hey, look at the toy cannons.
It's Gulliver's Travels.
aw.
I think there was a
Gulliver
Mickey
and Mickey.
cartoon of that.
Yep.
Yeah, so the reason why I was able to do that is the power of editing. After the mod was updated with the cutscenes corrected, I recorded them and spliced in the footage.
Hey, they're Heartless.
Huh. This is fun.
Yeah, but I wasn't able to do it for that one single shot
I
of
gotcha.
Sora opening the door where it's still busted to this day. All right, so this one, you hit the Bastille there, shoots at all the enemies, stuns them, which is required because if you leave them active for too long, they'll start destroying the town, and that mayhem meter goes up fast. So
Makes
you really
sense.
do have to hit the stomp bomb quite a bit.
I always wonder what a Bastille was.
I'm not sure I know the exact definition, but it seems like a stone tower meant for military purposes.
It's definitely French.
Certainly, they love storming them.
Did that Heartless make a noise?
They have sound effects.
Like, it almost sounded like speech for a second.
That might have been Chicken Little.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, your summon level can go up to 4 now.
The summon thing on the bottom there is the amount of time that it can stay out. It's the maximum value is 2 plus your current level. So yeah, my summon level, if we open that in the menu, will still say 3.
Oh, okay.
It's just that at level 3, it'll start with 5 full gauges that tick down.
Man, that was weird.
Oh yeah, and I don't think if I mentioned this, the whole deal with the Valor or the drive forms of getting into a situation where the game forces you out and it refunds all of your gauges, it does the same thing if your summon is out.
I wish the Lilliputans would have showed up and tied us to the ground.
Fascinating. This appears to be a portal to the past.
Yeah, it was the strangest thing.
Stop gawking! And start thinking of a way we can use it to our advantage.
Okay?
Now, perhaps I could give you one more chance to redeem yourself.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You can count on me. So what do I do?
Patience, my dear. What have we here? Well, if it isn't the cornerstone of light. Now we can take the castle from those fools,
so she
but we'll
seeded
have to
it
proceed with the
early.
utmost of care.
Yeah, some sort of time shenanigans where she's manipulating things and allowing the cornerstone of light to be weakened in the future.
Oh, they're watching those little movies. I get it now.
Yeah, this is all, basically, the way I interpret it is the world is giving us information on what happens so that we can help fix things. They only just now figured out that they're back in time.
Huh.
Donald Merlin warned us about not doing bad things with this power. It is pretty cool that they got the same rig going on Donald and Goofy, despite their models being pretty different in proportion.
He said, like, you'd be tempted to do something dark, though.
They never go into specifics about how the time travel works here, which is for the best.
Yeah, once you introduce time travel into any work of fiction, things just can really go off the rails really fast.
Yes. Yes, they can. Yes, they
What are they building?
can. Anyway.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, it's a hammer. Thanks, Mick.
Thanks, Your Majesty. Now, let's get those Heartless.
ooh. Alright, so there was one thing I wanted to talk about last time that I didn't get to with the whole thing of, like, general lore and whatnot. So, the Nobodies and the Heartless. The game kind of cheats in regards to the lore. This is a problem I've had for a long time. The concept of the Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 1 was empty creatures that lack the hearts that make us human, right? The logical presumption you make while playing Kingdom Hearts 1 is that when someone becomes a Heartless, their heart flies off to Kingdom Hearts and their corrupted body turns into the Heartless.
Right. Which would make sense.
Right. But then for Kingdom Hearts 2, they said, okay, we want a new enemy type, and we want them to be two things. Number one, we want them to be the opposite of a Heartless. And number two, we want them to be empty creatures that lack the hearts that make us human.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, that's not how opposites work. So Kingdom Hearts 2 basically had to overwrite a lot of stuff that was implied in 1, but not outright stated. And so suddenly Heartless are the opposite in a lot of ways of what you would think. Now, Heartless are the things with hearts, and Nobodies are the things with bodies.
Gosh dang it. They could have just...
I've done my own personal rewrite of some of the lore to be like, in hindsight, what should it have been? I won't go into detail about that because it's all just fan fiction, but...
I wouldn't mind hearing about it sometime.
But until then...
But yeah, this situation of KH2 wanting to have its cake and eat it too with the Nobodies ended up having knock-on effects that have plagued the series lore ever since. It's very much a series original sin thing where it's annoying here and causes some problems, it becomes nigh incomprehensible later.
Oh,
You know what must be done? Go then. Time to prove your worth. And don't dare to fail me again.
don't fail her again. Let's see. That's it. I just gotta smash that cornerstone to smithereens.
So apparently, Sora, Donald, and Goofy didn't figure out that this was Pete until right now. And they saw him in the actual flashback.
It was Pete after all.
Still, something doesn't seem right.
The Pete we met here had kind of an attitude, but he didn't seem like a bad guy.
Oh,
Not old-timey Pete.
Now that castle's as good as
he said
ours.
his old boat.
That's the Pete we know.
So, huh?
Oh no! The cornerstone's gone.
Uh-oh.
They're gonna fill the castle with darkness. We gotta hurry.
Hey!
Oh, there's
hold it
old-timey
right
Pete.
there.
No way, small fry. I finally found the pipsqueak what stole my steamboat. Right, me. No, it wasn't me. I'm just somebody who looks like me.
Are you guys stupid?
Oh, which is it?
What in the Sonic Adventure 2?
Just don't touch him, Pete, otherwise the universe will implode.
Oh no.
Oh. Yeah?
I was gonna make a self-cess joke, but anyway.
A fairly popular mod that came out somewhat recently was one that adds color to this world.
Oh.
So, a little interesting thing to do on, a repeat playthrough.
Yeah.
I've never personally tried it out, but I've seen, like, video and screenshots,
Yeah.
and it's pretty cool.
I would have just assumed it would have been easier for them to, like, texture it normally and then just put a filter or something over it.
Yeah, it's easy enough to make something colored monochrome. A bit difficult to do it in reverse with just a filter.
Oh, no. I mean, like, that's what I figured they did to make this world.
Shut up.
No, I don't think so. I think in the files, these are all, like, black and white.
Interesting. And that makes sense.
Because, just sucking the color out of something doesn't make it look good in black and white. You usually need to
Yeah,
make the
that's
colors
true.
more
Usually-
intense so that
Couldn't follow me.
the blacks and whites pop.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people, when they paint, like, will actually, digitally anyway, will paint in grayscale, and then they'll do a layer of multiply over top. That way things have the right contrast.
This is kind of a fun one. All
Yeah.
right, so at the top there the top left is the gauge here. So, and here's how we damage, how we win the boss fights. We grab onto this
That's a
thing
good
and
face. Yeah.
whack it. So you can stay on this hook for as long as you can continue to hit the reaction command.
So that means you can one-cycle it, more or less?
You can, and I actually did that on my test playthrough. And I messed up here in just a minute, and I didn't do it here. And I was kind of mad.
It is annoying that I see it still escaping. Oh, wait, no, it's going the... Like, wait. The boat is going...
It started on the right, and then started moving to the left, and once I knocked out Pete, it went all the way to the left, and it now has to slowly move its way to the right.
Oh, okay.
And then it can start moving again, so that's basically the time on when it, on how long it can be there. But yeah, so right there I fell off, I got greedy, and missed the reaction command. And now he's recovered. I seriously considered redoing it and re-recording this world and doing it so I could do it in one cycle. But
It makes it a little more entertaining to watch, I'd say.
yeah, I let it go. But seriously, I did one cycle it in my test playthrough.
I can't take it.
Did you ever play that Mickey game on the SNES that had, like, the Steamboat Willie level? I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's a hard game.
I think I had Mickey and Minnie's Magical Quests,
Oh,
either
that
one or two, on GBA.
You'll pay for this?
I still need to pay through the magical mirror. Ooh, that looks like it hurt. So he said he'd smash it, but it doesn't really look like something you can physically break.
I'm sure you can, it's just
We'll
hard.
come back for it later.
Pete's heading for the doorway.
Why does that
We
matter?
do have to lock the doorway to make sure that no one else can get in.
Right.
Presumably once he goes through, it'll disappear real quick.
Oh, no.
But of course, treasure chests are more important.
Yeah.
The notifications are in full color, though.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that did kind of throw me off. Gee, gone old Goofy, there's some strange characters around here. What's your name? I'm Little Sambo. No! Because I'm thinking of old Japanese cartoons from this era. Had some interesting ones. I want to say that's a Hello Kitty character.
Huh. So there's the cornerstone out there, and we just got Leaf Bracer, which is fantastic. So just like in Kingdom Hearts 1, it means that you get invincibility frames during cure spells.
Whoa.
At least until the cure actually occurs.
You're still wet behind the ears.
Then try us.
So, is it really a past Pete? Like, not like an ancestor? Yeah. So this can't be that far in the past.
Oh, no. This is like Mickey in his younger years. But it's the whole thing of Mickey's canonically, like, what, in his 20s, but he has history dating back to the 30s?
Yeah, it's called comic book time.
Yep. It's like how Batman has been protecting Gotham for 10 years. And he has been doing that for half a century or more.
Or like, Homer Simpson is soon to be younger than me, which really hurts my brain.
And his father still fought in World War II.
Yeah.
But we saw what happened when they try and update the timeline with having Homer and Marge meet in the 90s. No, they met in the 70s.
What in the world is going on here?
Alright, so during this fight against Pete, they start to incorporate elements of the different windows from before.
Uh-oh.
And so this is why I did the order that I did, because that's the order that these elements appear in this Pete fight.
Ah, so you could get over with the thing where I'm guessing Heartless would appear?
It was really just for thematic purposes. It's like, oh, hey, you know, the first phase of Pete is fire, and then it's the house, so might as well match it. So yeah, you do fight alongside old-time Pete, and he can start running around, and you can do a reaction command called About Face that makes him run into Pete instead of you and stun him. But otherwise, Pete mostly just does the same moves that he did in Olympus Coliseum.
Does the black hole do contact damage?
No, I'm not sure what it does, honestly. I always make sure that it's down so quickly that I never really see it interact. These things, on the other hand, you get close to them and they'll hit you, so...
Oh, they'll shoot you?
Yeah, these aren't the ones that you stomp on and they'll stun things. These ones are obstacles. You can see that guard break move that I'm doing. Let's see, what did I call it in the translation? Right, so in the game it's called counter guard. I called it counter strike to match the term that I changed it to in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Stunlock Pete over there.
Yeah, and so you can finish the fight with this air slash reaction command.
Oh.
Let's see, I think that's what I'm trying to do. Yep. Nice. There we go. That feels good. Oh, we got a new spell. Reflect.
Yo.
Not to jump too far ahead.
Did we have that in Kingdom Hearts 1?
We did not. The closest equivalent would have been Arrow, but Reflect is the most overpowered spell possibly ever implemented into a Kingdom Hearts game, relative to how many that you have. I rely on Reflect desperately once we get to the harder content, post-game stuff and whatnot. Alright, Pete's not going to be able to use this door again.
So are we creating a time paradox, or...
When it comes to Timeless River, don't think about it too hard. That's the time travel rules.
Hello? That creep was you from the future.
Sora, that's a secret.
Secret? What kind of secret? Oh, never mind. Sorry I put you guys through all that trouble.
See, Pete wasn't always a jerk. He was working for Maleficent. He's a decent guy here.
I'll
Yeah.
let you pilot my steamboat. Best little craft on the river. My deckhand Mickey's late anyways.
Does that mean we get to see Sora in Mickey's spot? Yep.
Yep, he's on the
That's
helm.
cute.
It is nice how they were able to recreate some of that old-timey animation springiness in 3D here.
Mickey's just slagging off.
Monochrome, a keyblade I don't use very much. Its attached ability is item boost, and I don't know, it's just not really worth it.
The castle's safe
It's
and
got one more magic point than the Kingdom Key, though, so there's that.
Donald.
But yeah, usually when I play Timeless River, I just use Olympia, or no, not Olympia. The one from Olympus, with 4 attack and air combo boost. So you're going around and hearing this clunk, clunk, clunk attack whenever I swing my Keyblade.
Yay.
The thorns have disappeared.
By George, the lads have accomplished their mission.
Hooray! Let's have an acorn feast to celebrate.
The Hall of the Cornerstone without the thorns is basically just a big square room that's pretty impressive.
Because of your bravery, the castle is safe and protected again. Thank you so much for all you've done. Good work, you guys!
Now, boys, I hope you didn't do anything reckless while you were there.
Of course not.
No, we just stepped on a butterfly.
It's Daisy.
Daisy! Daisy, I'm back!
Who?
Daisy is Donald's very special sweetheart.
Really?
Donald, you forgot about our date again. You'd better have a good excuse this time. But Daisy, I know it's an important mission, but you could at least check in every once in a while.
This is the first time that Donald has had an opportunity to go back to the castle in over a year. He was in a pod for the past several months.
Donald?
Just be a minute. Going somewhere? I trust not.
Aw, man.
Alright, so remember that desensor mod that restored the green blood on the Hydra?
Uh-huh.
That right there. See Daisy beating on Donald?
Yeah.
Apparently that was too violent for Disney. So for the English release, they changed that to her just sort of noiselessly complaining at him.
How would they know to restore it?
Well, no, the Japanese version had her beating on him. The English version. Yeah, so modders restored that bit right there in that desensor mod. And Daisy is once again voiced by Tress MacNeille, same as in Kingdom Hearts 1. And if you recall, she is she voices a lot of other characters in this game, like Chip and Merryweather,
For just a little longer.
Gadget and
How much longer?
Agnes Skinner,
Well,
Dolph the Bully.
I'll be back soon, Daisy.
Don't you worry, Queen
that
Millie.
one monkey
We'll
from
return.
please tell the
Futurama.
king that we're still looking for
Cletus's
him.
wife.
I will.
Oh, really?
See you soon.
Think
Yep,
wisely.
I think I mentioned that in KH1.
Huh.
And that is that for Disney Castle.
Yay.
We
Wisdom
got
form.
another drive form.
I don't
So-
think that matches, but okay.
So, Valor form is meant to represent Sora with his strength and key slinging at its highest, so you use up Goofy when you have it out.
Atlantico
Wisdom,
already. Sorry.
yeah. Wisdom form represents Sora's magic at its height. And so you have to use up Donald while it's out. And those are the only two that require specific party members. Alright, so we got those two worlds that we can go to, and then these two, which are obscured.
I think I can make them out, but I won't say nothing.
Mm-hmm. And now that we've gotten Wisdom form, the level cap for our drive forms has increased to 4.
Yay.
So we can get both Valor and Wisdom leveled up.
Is that Yuffie, or... who is that?
Yeah, that's Yuffie. Yeah, Yuffie's a part of the Hollow Bastion gang. So here's Monochrome.
So when you swing it...
It's got a kind of like projector black and white effect on it.
Fun.
It's cool, but yeah, it's not my favorite Keyblade. I just stick with Hero's Crest. So yeah, so Wisdom form, its growth ability is, well, most people, English speakers, would know it as Quick Run, but I changed it to Air Slide, which is the more accurate Japanese translation, and there are later abilities also called Air Slide that they don't work exactly the same way, but it's clearly supposed to be the same thing. So I will have Reflect on Triangle for the rest of the game.
Histaga's a funny word.
So that's Reflect. So if someone attacks you while that barrier is active, the damage will be canceled, and there will be an area of effect that damages enemies around you.
Does it also make projectiles go back the other way?
It does, yes.
Yay, it's the Fox Shine.
It'll either absorb them or send them back. And in Valor form, you get 1 point of experience each time you land a hit. For Wisdom form, you get 1 point of experience for each Heartless you kill. So the main feature of Wisdom form is the fact that you slide around. It's called mobile action. And this means that you can continue to cast spells while staying on the move.
That's really fun.
But it removes your ability to swing the Keyblade, so instead you shoot out these piddly little projectiles.
My question is, does it consume magic just as fast?
Yes, and that's the reason why it was my least used drive form when I first played the game.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it becomes pretty useless if you don't have MP. Okay, so you see that puzzle piece up there? So even though I practiced it right beforehand, I cracked under the recording pressure and forgot like a moron that you don't swing the Keyblade to get this thing. If you have high jump level 1, you use magic, and that will slide you up high enough to get the puzzle.
That sounds kind of janky.
Yeah, so you can sort of cheat, sort of finagle your way to getting some of these things. So here I am panicking. I'm like, okay, I'll just pop a drive recovery, go into Valor form, and grab it with high jump level 2. So that's recording nerves right there that you're seeing on screen. Oh yeah, remember the skateboard? Why not ride it around Hollow Bastion for a minute? So yeah, several worlds allow you to play with the skateboard in one of their areas, and there's usually a little mini quest where you are trying to get a high score or something. But the one in Hollow Bastion here is great for getting this puzzle piece. Come on, come on, come on.
Lousy laws of physics.
I mean, I am sort of abusing them right now, but there we go.
Just looks ridiculous.
You can get lots of airtime just by doing 360s. I don't think I have ever gone out of my way to actually get, like, the journal requirement for the score so you can get the little mark. That's a part of 100% completion if you want to complete the journal. Completing Jiminy's journal is kind of fun in Kingdom Hearts 1 because there's nothing that's too strict or annoying. In 2, I've never done it. It's so miserable. There's so many just little things they want you to do. Oh. We got Wisdom level 2. Which means that we got Auto Wisdom, which is the worthless auto skill, so Don't even care. Ah, yes, remember we got those Winnie the Pooh pages in the castle library. All right, well, bit of an awkward place to leave off here, but this is the most logical place to do it, so we will see you next time on Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.